ready to start.
Yes, all right, we're ready to. Hold on, we got notes here. We gotta.
Webster's Dictionary.
On paper.
We're trying to appeal to you guys.
Yeah.
Paper
This is the first time I've ever read a written word. All right.
All right.
We ready to go, boys?
And with that, we shall start.
Okay. So. Just like boomers, you know, not letting the kids speak.
So anyway, what slaps?
What slaps my home slices, slicettes, and gender-neutral sluices? We are the League of Friendly Jests.
We have that written in here. That was not just a weird thing we just did.
And you are our kind of people. Especially you. And you. You in the back. And really, just all y'all. I am Nathan, the Hammer Willison.
I am Matt on the run Welch.
And I am Ryan, to be determined and he.
And we are the League of Friendly Jests. Wait, we just said that, but that's still who we are. We, as young lads, are hoping to teach you geriatrics about what you kids are saying and what they're slapping. Now, boys, what does slap?
Let's find out.
Baby!
Slap, bop, bang, zing, and ding. What do these inscrutable, enigmatic, secretive, sphinx-like words mean?
I feel like you're making this up.
It's all on paper.
Guys, this is making fake.
Now, the secret is,
Ding, ding, ding with the bell.
they all mean the same thing.
Oh!
Yes, but we don't know what that thing is. But we do know that it's used to describe multitudes of meanings.
Yeah.
Such as.
Those are the only 3 songs.
The hippest of songs. Dogs.
Oh!
That dog slaps.
Bears.
Italian men.
I feel like Italian men slapping is on a line there.
But just look at Joe Pesci.
Look at his face.
Dyson vacuums. This is one of the few cases that something can suck and slap at the same time.
We do want to say Dyson vacuums only, none of that Bissell shit. And Roombas? Don't get me started on Roombas. They can get the out of here.
Now sauce. What is it?
Hold on, before we get that, I want to list some of my favorite ones. Pesto, mustard,
Yeah, alright.
vodka,
Yes!
hot.
But what makes sauce so desirable to teens? Well, in actuality, we're not talking about your average pizza goop. We're talking about that sauce.
That dip.
Sauce is a state of being.
I do not like that.
Well, and these teens, they're sneaky. But it's used to describe a dapper Dan.
A fashionable Freddy, if you will. Can we just stop it with the mics? It's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
sure,
It's not
whatever.
gonna
We'll just yell.
happen. A fashionable Freddy.
A stylish Stacy.
Sexy Steve. Now, boys, I think it's time for Know Your Sauce! Now, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Know Your Sauce, the game show where we test you, the audience, on who has the most sauce out of these chosen few celebs.
Chef Boyardee.
Very close.
Very close.
Very
It's not
close.
an option.
Now, here we go. The 3 celebrities we're going to be lining up for you today are...
Is it that guy your kid listens to? Also known as Lil Nas X? Is it American hunk Steve Buscemi?
He's down with the kids.
Oh, yes.
Or is it real life Scientologist crazy person Tom Cruise?
All right, everybody.
Only one of them is in a Joker song.
By show of woot woot,
Woot woot!
you will tell us which you think has the most sauce. Who here thinks that it is Lil Nas X? All right, who here thinks that it's Steve Buscemi? And who here thinks that it is Tom Cruise?
Good on you. You know what you're about. And the winner of Know Your Sauce
Drum roll,
is
please.
Lil Nas X.
Now, we do have to say, Steve Buscemi comes in a close second.
Yes.
He's a different kind of sauce.
Yeah.
He's a nice, oily, white sauce.
And Tom, get out of here, Tom.
Yeah, you don't
welcome
want none
here.
of that heretical Hubbard ham out of here.
God.
Just get out of here.
Anyway,
Now,
I need to change my.
the moment you've all been waiting for.
We need absolute silence.
Yeet, 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 yeet. Stop now. We can stop.
We can stop. Okay, sorry, I got a
Okay,
little carried away there.
Anyway,
I get the yeet flowing through me.
now this word yeet is derived from the Latin word yetere, meaning to violently thrust away. But be warned, it can hurt people and feelings, depending on how it's used. Now,
for some yeets throughout history.
Hold on, we've got to go through a costume change.
Oh,
I've
yes.
got to get my history on.
Oh yes, we gotta get all formal.
Oh, hold on, guys. Okay.
ready?
For the first yeet in history. At the end of the Roman Republic, when Julius Caesar was yeeted violently 23 times in his fleshy body by the liberators.
So tragic. But yes, the terrible yeet of Genghis Khan through China, Russia, the Khazar Empire, and, well, most of Asia.
When the Black Plague. When the Black Plague eated half of Europe, no man, woman, or doctor in a bird mask was spared.
However, yeeting can also be used for good.
Martine.
Like when Martine needed the concept of segregation throughout America.
Way to go, Marty.
Way to go, Martine.
And we would be remiss if we did not mention the epic yeet sequence of Napoleon Bonaparte. When Napoleon Bonaparte, that small man, yeeted most of Western civilization. And then the Russian winter yeeted him back, and then he yeeted his way back out of exile, and then some beefy Duke Wellington yeeted him back into obscurity for one final yeet.
Now, our last term was from an ancient time, but our next term is from almost as ancient, the year 2015.
How long ago?
Now, it is a common misconception that the term bae is an acronym for before anyone else. You would use this as a term of endearment for a loved one, a lover, a honey bunny,
A cookie.
a cookie. Yes. Used in a sentence. I love waking up each morning to my bae.
Aww.
My big ass eggs! There's nothing that Gen Zers love more than waking up to some fine eggs in the morning. You can tell your kids that.
I like my partners like I like my eggs. Chock full of protein and part of a balanced breakfast.
And now for something completely different. Yes, wilden. A term used to describe someone as animalistic, or more specifically, how a person's actions relate to those of a lion. The more akin an individual is to a lion, the more wilden they be.
For example, have any of you seen the documentary film Madagascar?
Or, perhaps more accurately, have you seen the lauded sequel, Madagascar 2, Escape numeral 2, Africa?
They made a third one, huh?
Yeah, those people would be wild. Those
Whoa,
folks-
Now, this term does not apply so much to the third film in the series, the one with the circus. Does anybody remember the name of that film?
Circus Afro.
Yeah,
Dude, circus. Afro, circus, Afro,
Close.
circus, Afro. Polka dot, polka dot, polka dot.
Please! No!
You're close. But really, no one remembers that movie's name, despite it making $750 million. So it doesn't much matter, does it?
We do want to stop for a moment and say that apart from these people up front here who knew the song by heart, none of you are cultured enough because you haven't seen this work of genius.
And now, Gucci.
The one you've all been waiting for.
The one you've actually been waiting for. Now, Gucci is a word used in place of good. Now, this is no joke. This is not a joke. This is a real term. But we wanted to include it because it's silly to the core.
Hold on, stop, everybody, hold on. We're gonna do some. We're gonna do some real talk. That's not gonna work. Hold on, we're gonna do some real talk. Everybody,
Let's get down low.
let's get down low. Come on, everybody. Real
Even though
talk.
you're already sitting, there we go. You got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Real
yeah.
talk. It's one of those teen words, but we can't get into it because this is too important. This is goddamn ridiculous. You know why? Because when you use the word Gucci in place of the word good, it implies that the Gucci brand as a whole is entirely good, and I just don't think that that's a good thing to do.
Preach.
As a concept, we reject the idea of an absolute good.
Yeah, didn't think you'd be getting philosophy in here, did you? So, when you think about this, it's just silly because, I mean, I don't think Gucci stuff looks that good all the time, and we should know we're the moral authority on fashion. Just look at his jorts. You don't need some expensive designer to make you look good. You know what designer dressed me today? Walmart.
Goodwill.
An actual dumpster.
You know, the more I see this, the more it makes me very angry. I get worked up and I need next slide, next turn. It's okay, it's alright. So guys, teen slang is intense. This is serious and I want you guys to know the stakes with this.
Okay. So, for our next term here, we're giving you something fresh off the presses. This is the new hot term on the proverbial teen slang playground. It's doing a Brinkley. This comes from American medical doctor, pioneer, and real-life person, John Romulus Brinkley. Now, yeah, I know. Real-life person. Now, old Rami here, he believed that the key to a man's overall health and vitality was taking goat testicles and implanting it in men's scrotum. He just thought that's the only way to do it. You need to take those goat scrotes and stick them in a man's scrot.
Eat him in there?
Eat them in there.
Oh, yeah.
Just flick them.
Good use.
Now, this may seem like an ill-advised idea, but it caught on. In the early 19th century, everybody was doing it. Your ancestors probably had goat testicles in their scrotes.
You're welcome! You're welcome!
It's actually got two sets right here.
Okay, let's move on. Keep it coming. This is gross enough.
Now, this may seem so silly to our advanced 21st century minds, but really, are we any different? Are fidget spinners any different than getting goat testicles in your scrotum?
Yes.
But there have been hundreds of fads throughout American history that have been equally ridiculous. Silly bands. What was that?
Hey! You can't stop shooting! Hey! You can't do it! Hey! You can't do it! The next one, quick!
More trumpet. You boo because it's true. Tamagotchis.
All right, yeah, that's good.
Okay, yeah.
Frosted Tips. Yeah, right. You got it.
Hey, put the chair down! Put the chair down! You better pick it up! Pick it up! Pick it up!
Sarah
Palin!
She's the Tamagotchi of politics. Handled our mustaches.
And then she's left alone, she ends up covered in shit.
Wait.
And then third wave ska.
No!
Yes.
Are you going all the way to the fifth wave?
But
What about electro swing?
That song is actually really f***ing amazing. Okay, all right, fair.
the point being, we're all susceptible susceptible to these fads, and we shouldn't look down on them. Well, we should. We should look down on fads and people that do them. We should just accept that we're all going to eventually do it. We're gonna succumb. So, whenever your cousin tells you to get into microbrewing or joining the Green Party, just tell them, get those goats out of my scrot! No goats in my scrot! No goats in my scrot! No goats in my scrot!
All right, we're done.
Okay, yeah. We're not gonna talk about your scrotum anymore. Or are we? All right, everybody.
Alright, see, again, I'm gonna.
He's getting serious.
Wait.
Real talk part 2. I'm gonna kneel this time. I got it. We were promised folding chairs. Real talk part 2. It's the sequel better than the first, like the Born Supremacy. Hold on. All of these teen slang. I feel ridiculous. All of these teen slang terms are great, and you know now you can understand your teen whenever they walk up to you and they say something. I don't know. But they all serve one purpose, and what is that purpose?
That purpose is to do drugs. All these slang terms about drugs.
You didn't know that, did you? All right, and you know what?
Suspected.
As everybody knows, the time-old equation:
Drugs equal bad.
drug equal bad. All right. Hold on. Wait. Now bear with us. Remember, we're in a character here. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And also, we weren't there in the 60s when it was fun.
Yeah.
But you're teens, you know where to get the drugs and you can give them to
Wait, hold on. You think we know where to get drugs?
Guys, no, we're preaching. Wait, guys, hold on. We're preaching sobriety right now. Hold on.
Alright, is that hair and that outfit built on sobriety?
Yeah, dude. This is
Surprisingly, yeah.
He said he got those clothes from an actual dumpster, and I bought him that.
Matt, you definitely should tell your mother that I wrote that line for you. Our point is, guys, that we're gonna make a direct appeal to the teens in the audience, and if there aren't any teens in the audience, which it looks like there aren't, for all you parents out there, it's a little jingle, because you all want the best for your kids, to tell to them whenever they come up to you with a fat blunt in their mouth, or they've got that, I don't know, drugs.
That dank kush.
That dank kush,
as the kids say.
Get it, Jimmy.
Oh god!
Guys, I want you to feel the groove. And I want you to remember this when you talk to your kids.
This is the only way they understand, through the rippy raps.
Connect to them. You bet your asses we're gonna rap for you.
Didn't expect that, did it?
Oh, it's not yet. Hold on.
Listen.
I wrote the damn thing and I...
See, it's because he's given drugs, he can't even rap.
Drugs are bad. They really are not good. Drugs won't make you glad, so don't report them if they're in your neighborhood.
If you see drug activity, report it fast. Don't treat it with passivity. Text a tip or call a cop. Do something to make it stop.
Hey there, pals. I'm here to say that drugs are dumb in a special way. Forgetting your homework is not the equivalent to doing crack. Don't be ambivalent to what we're trying to say here, folks. Despite our upbeat tone, drug use is not a joke. It's really just one big hoax.
So, we get it. You're young. You want to have fun. You do what you like, and so far you've outrun the consequences, expenses, offenses. And what do you do with that?
You push your luck farther and harder, marking your departure from the path of sobriety and clean-cut society.
If you're ever in a pickle and you don't know what to do, say Nancy Reagan's words. They're special guidance for you. Just say no. Drugs aren't the way to go. Whip dab. Hey folks, that was a wonderful audience. That was a very raucous presentation on teen slang. I hope you've learned something, and you're gonna take this home and tell your teen not to do drugs. We're gonna enter into, if we have time, no, we barely have any time. So this is it for us.
Unfortunately.
Thank you so much, guys.
If you have any further questions, stop us in the hallway.
Yeah,
Yes.
please do.
Just walk up to us, ask us a question, we'll be very confused.